So annoying to play. There we go.
I found them because I found them in the back of his fridge. No lid. Found as is.
Oh no, I'm
So
dying.
if you want double gnocchi, since it's not like there wasn't a lot in the sweet potato, you can do cauliflower and sweet potato. With the vegetables I brought. Okay. We want to saute those up. And if you want to throw a veggie burger or something in it, we can.
Alright.
It's a weird meal, but okay.
I gotta stop this guy, man.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leach. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Well, they're trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Leach. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Looking for a first down throw. And his first look is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. Buying time to his left. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Now Lauletta on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, we got three. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Gun! Set! Blue 90!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
To throw on 2nd down, Leach. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the Titans getting set to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter Feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down. Leach. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And that might be Titan football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, what a move. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Lauletta now on second. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
3rd and 1, Lauletta wants to throw. The open man is Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. On the crossing route, complete. That's Ross. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Leach. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Gone!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Gone! Set! 3-19!
From the gun, Leach. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
With it is Jackson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Lauletta. To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Leach. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Going deep here for Taylor. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 2. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Leach throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a 2nd one, that's on you. And if there's a 3rd one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Tennessee after this. And they'll run it here. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leach throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, Leach. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Going deep downfield for Ross. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now they try the right side here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Now Ross to return. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position. So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case. On 1st down, Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Lauletta to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lauletta on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
The shotgun snap to Lauletta. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And they'll go on the ground. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
To throw on second down. Leach. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the gun, Leach. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Leach. And connecting here with DJ Shark. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now here's Ross. He spins free. How did he stay on his feet?
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Back now in Nashville. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Lauletta. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Leach. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that as Caliber's hands. and see what kind of...
5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Leach. Well, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 44 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
4 down. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun!
Well, let it now to throw it. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Kyle Lauletta His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. After the run, Laletta now going to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DJ Reader in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark in the final minute. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now it's Lauletta. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now it's Lauletta. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. For Lauletta, one final throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
You